Basically, we got it, man. It's been a long day of a lot of cutting and grinding and welding. It has more power, in case you're wondering.
It does have a lot more power.
It's a new day in the shop, another day on the Jeepster. So today is gusset day. We're gonna try to get all the mounts that we've welded in it gusseted up. Try to get this frame knocked out so that we can get the body and the frame back together like they need to be. So lots of tedious little welding. Tom's already cut all of our gussets out. We just gotta get them put in, so we'll go to welding here. So you guys notice that we're back to the Miller. We got a new whip for it, and we took the auto set off of it so that we can manually adjust it, because we're not all into that whole computerized stuff. I like a little manual stuff in my life. Somebody didn't finish welding this in. I need to tack it a little more. I like it right there. That shouldn't let it fall out of there. There we go. That'll look good. I'll find some cooter snot.
For the people that don't know,
that's cooter snot. Just tip stuff, keep it from sticking. Those won't go anywhere. All right, pretty much all the brackets that I can weld in are welded in. And we need some parts to show up for this. That's about all I'm getting done on this thing today. I can't work on it more without some parts, basically, because I know I'm gonna go backwards if I do. So I'm waiting for some parts. We should have stuff here next week. We'll get back on this thing and make it look good. So it's Saturday anyway. We'll just wait till Monday, see what shows up. It's Monday morning, so we're back at it. So you've seen us weld some little pieces in on this that Tom had built. We're gonna get going today. We got body mounts that go here and body mounts on the back. We're gonna try to get all of that done today. Maybe some interior work done on the body. So we'll see what we can get done and we'll get going. Alrighty, I'm gonna leave Tom and Coop to get this frame put in. We're gonna run in the other side of the shop real quick, do a quick alignment on a Toyota Tundra, and then be back at this.
that looks better.
Close-ish?
Maybe a little more. There you go. How we looking?
So what I'm getting right now is this is hitting my mount. I can't roll forward. I can't roll back with the frame to clear it because the motor is touching the firewall.
We could probably scoot the whole front of the truck over to the left. Looking at it from the front here, we got plenty of room on the left.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. If we do that, we're golden. I don't know much about this truck, but I know we got to align it. So we fired up the old Hoffman, and we'll scan this sucker and go to work. All right, let's see what we've got here. Can't see the VIN.
Probably should have put these on my truck instead of just drilling into the hood.
To come up just a little bit with the lift.
Tom's going old school.
Yep, straight wood, no headrest, knocking bolts everywhere.
Need to roll back maybe? Or go up, something?
What I need right now is there's some more of those, the actual underside pucks, rubber ones.
Yeah.
Should be laying in the back of this thing.
How many you need?
4 of them.
Okay.
Got the things all set up.
Bolt these heads on.
Things a little noisy.
That's just moving, locating the heads. I should have put these on before I pushed the
Start button.
Yeah, it'll find them.
How big of tires will those go up to?
I put them on my FJ.
Really?
Yeah.
Stretch them completely out.
We are to the roll calibration. Let's see what we can do.
There it goes. Does it roll itself?
No, this is where. Oh, you know what? We screwed up. Hold that thought.
Alright, we'll get right back to this after this interruption.
One body mount. There's two. We close, Tom?
I think so.
Sweet.
Use spud bar and pull us around a little bit where we need to be. Should be alright.
We're getting going here. We're going to fire this thing up. We've got the dimensions in it. We're going to hit start. Okay, we are at roll vehicle. So we'll come to here and go to there. Compensation completed. It's off. Large wheelbase difference inside to side. 2 inches.
That's kind of
Yeah,
that's a
I'm not
lot.
sure. Not sure this one's gonna get. It's tracking down the road crooked. We'll see what happens. Let's see. We gotta go to there. To there. Get the steering wheel straight.
How do you do that? Put that
What?
thing in there and then
Locks it. Steering wheel is straight currently, and
so it's turned.
steering wheel leveled and locked. Woo! She's pretty bad. Let's lift it up, see what we can do. We'll start adjusting and see what we can get here.
What do you even adjust on it?
These right here. See all this welding that's been done in the frame right here though? Makes me, I don't know, we're gonna check everything and make sure.
Something happened there.
Steering rack has been tore off. I don't see a bad ball joint, I don't see a bad tire rod. She'll probably adjust.
Body's
Body
mounted.
Is reunited with its new frame.
Now
All right.
back to back body mounts.
Yeah, I gotta figure out. I'll probably lay down with some cardboard and draw out the shape that'll fit in there. And we'll get some pieces cut out and fit in so that we're all ready to go.
What are you working on?
I'm trying to swap the tire out on the rollback.
Not a big deal. The inside tire just keeps going flat, so we'll get her fixed. How are you, Grandma?
Still sick.
Little stick?
Still sick.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right. I'll get over it.
We got our socket. Let's see if we can get some stuff here. So camber's pretty good on this side. We need this side. We'll see what we can do here. I need a 20. I can probably get this guy's. Oh, it's loose. That's why this side's bad.
Does it tell you when to stop?
When it turns green.
You want that thing in the center.
Working on it, trying to get it to the center. We'll tighten those a little more. This toe is gonna fix some stuff on it.
Why did that mess with the camber?
It's all tied together.
Still hasn't moved the big arrow, but
It'll go.
oh, there. True. There we go. Green on that side. Does it say preference? 6. There you go. This one needs to turn a little bit back now. Oh yeah.
We're gonna let it down and roll compensate it again. And then we'll see where it goes from there.
Steering wheel straighter.
Yeah, the steering wheel's good right there. Success. Got it.
Stand it back right there. We'll be good. Toe, screen. Moving.
Close enough. Man, that camber on this side's terrible. Just that frame's jacked.
Yeah. So that's gonna wear the inside of the tire out.
Yeah. We're gonna see if we can get the caster to come back right here. We've got the truck as physically close to aligned as we can get it. It's not gonna align. The racks wore out It's got a broken frame that's been welded back together. We got the steering wheel straight, we got the toe right. That's as close as I can get it.
Hey, we got more greens than we had before, so
We're half. We got 3 greens and 3 reds. I mean, what do you do?
Not too shabby.
It's as good as it's gonna be
The old Tundra.
today.
How's it going under there?
Arts and crafts. I'm trying to get these radius pieces figured out. How far to go.
Basically, all you guys need to know is Tom's a master arts and crafts, man. He's gonna get these body mounts traced out.
That is the print off.
That's as good as that thing's gonna get. It's got wore out parts. They're gonna have to spend a bunch of money on this truck to make it so we can line it. Don't know if it's worth it.
Maybe it is.
Let's go see if she drives down the road straight. It's not bad.
Exhausting is terrible.
It's terrible. It may wear tires. That's actually better than I expected it to be.
It's not terrible.
Yeah, better than I expected. We'll flip around, head back. I'm probably gonna throw the Tacoma on there real quick and burn some alignment into it because it needs it. We already did a whole bunch of stuff in the front end of that. We might as well square that truck up. All right, this one's done. On to the next one.
Brand new tire. Good job, Lan.
Figured since we had the alignment rack all dialed up, I would pull the Tacoma on here and get it squared up since we changed a bunch of stuff in it, get everything set, and hopefully be good to go when that programmer gets here. So we're gonna do some rolling on this vehicle, roll back and forth. We'll show you how far it's off. We have got steering wheel level. Let's see how bad she is. Oh, there's a lot of red. We'll fix that. We'll get this thing dialed in and make her happy. Check that out. We got a rear thrust angle that's off, but that's when I welded the rear leafs in it. It's off barely. It's not even anything. So I ain't even worried about it. So she's all green. We're gonna go ahead, tighten everything down. Alignment's done on the Tacoma. We'll let it down and back to work on the Jeepster.
Moments later.
Grandma brought us the mail and new bully dog box was in there. That means Tuner Tom's back on the job. He's gonna have this thing whipped. So hopefully that was the problem and it'll just take it and load it and we'll go drive. We'll let you know later. I'm not gonna bore you with that because it could take us 9 more hours.
Very well cooked.
I don't know. We're gonna get back to work on the Jeepster.
12 seconds later.
All right, we're currently trying to figure out how to mount this body on this back side. Maybe something like that right there gets welded in it. I ordered a new cross member for the other Jeepster. It was all rotted out. And it's gonna come in handy here. I think I'm gonna be able to just weld this in and move the mounts. So I think it's gonna work. I think. All right, Grandma brought us the mail today. You guys sent us some cool stuff. Rob sends us stuff he thinks we can use. That is bearings for Chevrolet Big Block Chevy 396. Thank you. Small Block Chevy 307. Thank you. We will use this stuff. We will put this to work. E. Tomlinson sends us. Oh, these are Michelle's favorite. They're to go underneath your hat to keep you from hitting your head so hard. Coop, you ever wore one of these? Put it under your hat.
All right.
Give it a whirl. See what you think.
Test.
Sounds like your head's harder.
I guess.
Thank you, sir. This is some manuals for the old Dodge truck that we have. That's cool. Thank you. Those will come in handy for sure. He made his look cool.
Oh, that is cool.
It looks a little better than ours does currently. We are currently gonna go ahead and draw. I'm gonna try to make some little A-frame brackets to go in there. They have to be 2.5 inches because that's how big these are across. Basically 2.5 will fit them comfortably. I'm gonna go ahead and cut that off right there, like so. That is exactly 1/2 of an inch. I got some math to do, so I'm gonna have to focus. So I may not talk to you for a minute. 2.5 inches. It needs to be 1 inch tall. It's gonna be, I don't know if this is gonna work. We're gonna try it though. Gonna need to come down 1 inch, and then it goes 2.5 inches. 1, 2.5 inches, and then that should go 1 more inch after that, right there. Then you take this little marking utensil, and you should be able to just draw some lines. Feel like Groundhog's Day for you?
It's Groundhog Day! Get up and check that hog out there!
A little bit. Back at it.
Got some Sour Patch Kids watermelons, so makes it a little better.
That'll make your attitude better. Like, it's real close, Clark. Like, that's better than I imagined. I don't know if you'll ever get a bolt up in there or not. 1 inch. A 1 inch a lot of bolt, maybe. I'm not sure this idea is gonna work. Attempt number 1 is looking like a success. It's bolted up. We'll just have to get a welder out and weld that thing in, but it is looking good. Before I weld it, I'm gonna build the other one, and then we should have her. All right, we are just tightening the second body mound up. It's in. Now we can go to welding and put those things in permanent like. We'll weld them as good as we can, and then the next time we pull the body off, we'll weld them up good. All right, there's that. Body mounts getting built. Time to make some stuff halfway semi-permanent. Till I cut it off with a plas cutter later because I didn't like it, but I think it's gonna work. Just got done welding those brackets in, so everything should be burned in place. I'm gonna walk underneath of it, see if I missed any other welds, and tackle those while I'm right here going for it. Pretty sure there's a couple up here. Yep. Some motor mount stuff that needs welded. All right, I believe I got all of the finish welds done underneath of this thing. I think we can move on to these back mounts right here. I gotta do something. I don't know what to do yet. I need it back here so a bumper can hook onto it, and I gotta build a mount right here, so I'm gonna dream about this for a minute.
So we pulled the original switch panel out. This was the lights and the vent and all that good stuff, heater control. I'm going to attempt to fit this vintage air control into this so that when you look at it, you can't tell that it's been modified. I want you to look at that dash and have the little sliders over there and look like it was meant to be there. I really enjoy stuff like this where it's this, hey, let's figure out how to fit this in and make a bezel and make it look like when you are all done, you're like, I don't remember them coming with those in there. That's kind of the payoff for me. So we'll see. I should be able to make it pretty enough.
What are your bets, Landon?
That's gonna look good.
I agree.
It's gonna look good.
This is a good day when you get back from track practice and the UPS mans came. Those are all the 4 and 3 link bracketry. Oh, look what we get to do. I was waiting for these bad boys. ORIs are going on in the morning. I'm gonna cut all that off, and we are gonna have ORIs on it.
Excited.
We also have all the rear suspension in here. What other goods do we have? Look at this, guys. Offset 1-ton tie rods. We can do some upgrading here. We got parts. We got stuff that can happen.
I know what that is.
What is this?
It's polished tie rod.
Who could sense that there was something shiny in this box?
Beautiful aluminum.
Aluminum drag links, because it's got to look good from the shelf.
It's like Christmas, huh, Land?
It's better than Christmas. This is stuff you actually want. This is all of our barge joints right there. Rear end parts. There we go. There is the rear truss. That's going on tomorrow. Michelle just got here Just as I'm holding shiny
Bless
parts
you.
for her her rig. Things are coming along.
Would you like me to guess what they are?
Yeah, go ahead.
That kind of looks like a driveline, but it's not a driveline.
It is definitely not.
It is it's too big to be a shock.
It's not a shock. There's no shock absorption in
Give
that.
me a hint, Tom.
It's hooked to your steering wheel.
Well, then it
It's
must,
from Barnes.
it must be good if it's from Barnes.
Definitely good.
It's a
Yeah, this is-
A-arm.
You don't have A arms.
Okay, am I close?
You don't even have B arms.
What do I have?
Straight axle.
Straight arms?
You have straight arms.
But aren't those like something to do with the axle?
This goes on the front axle.
Well, they're pretty. They're pretty and shiny.
And they're tough.
What is it?
This is a tie rod. That's a drag link.
It's actually a tie rod, and he always says tire rod. So I actually know how to say it, and he doesn't. So that's saying something, right?
My name's Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
I
Welder.
think I know this one. This is for the shocks, and it covers them, and it protects them. They're shock protectors.
Nope. It actually is your hoop. It holds it on the frame.
Shock
But
tower.
Okay, same
You were
thing.
very.
Same day.
Yeah.
Protector, shock tower, one and the same.
Well, it's looking good. The frame's back on, I see.
It's
Yeah.
back.
Look at that.
Connected.
Has 2 extra mounts in it that I put in today. Tom's building dash bezel stuff.
Ooh. Is it bedazzle?
Kind of.
Oh, those are sweet.
So those are going to go inside of that bezel. And then we're going to use where all the stock switches were in the dash. And this will be in that location. With a
Love it.
little polished aluminum.
How do you tell which one's like what?
It has
Oh, it has like hot and cold.
little knobs.
Because you're hot and you're cold. Perfect.
Yes, and you're no.
You're in and you're
Let's see
out.
that thing.
Keep going.
Something
You're
without
up
a doubt.
and you're down. Name that song, people.
Katy Perry.
Whoa. Good job.
I know these things.
No, I do love that because it's vintage, and the Jeepster is vintage.
That is, I'm digging it. That is gonna weld in there, and then we'll come off the top to the frame, off the bottom. We're probably gonna go ahead and unbolt the body off this tomorrow and build some suspension. It's way easier to weld everything with the body off.
The body mounts are so easy
Yeah.
that it just
Well,
drops right on.
Minus those back two that I just built.
Some guy put those in, but
Those aren't very easy, they're fun. I'll let Michelle do them. We're back on the old Jeepster again. I'm gonna sick landing on some front end parts real quick. I'm gonna have him get this sway bar, get it off and thrown out. We don't need it. Once he gets that off, I'm gonna have, well, we'll have those tie rods, drag links. We can put those on. I'm gonna come to the back end of this thing and I'm gonna start welding this truss in, get it all dialed in so that we can start building the suspension in the back of this. No shortage of work, just time. So we'll get this going. It decided to be winter again. It's snowing outside. It was like 58 degrees yesterday, snowing today. Southern Utah. How things going up there? Sway bars off, huh?
almost.
Oh yeah. Get some shiny parts on her from mom. I'm on the back. I did some grinding. So I'm gonna weld these tubes into the housing. I'm gonna burn a bead around here to weld them in. Then I'll throw the truss on top. We'll get it all burned in. Barnes makes a pretty good part there. It fits perfectly. I don't have to do any gap filling, anything. It's just gonna set in there and we'll burn it down. And then we can take and have Land tear this sway bar off because we won't need it as well. And we'll start building links, and then we'll take the panhard bar off. We'll kind of just build one side at a time, take them off. Probably gonna go ahead and just let this down, take the body off real quick, lift it up, build this setting on the ground. All right, body's off. Now we can get at everything we need here. As long as it doesn't fall and kill us while we're welding on this, we're gonna be okay. Time to get to work on this thing. Alright, let's see if we can get this piece setting down in here. So this running gear is Rubicon stuff, so it has an electric locker already in it, which is nice. I don't have to worry about tearing the axles apart. They're built. That right there is where that needs to fit. I'm gonna go ahead and burn that in, and then we'll start on the rear suspension. Truss is fully welded in. It's good to go. Now I can start building the link system on it. Land's over there putting all the heims together for me, so we'll find some parts in the box and go for this. Okay, so it looks to me like this cross member isn't going to work with what we got going on. I'm pretty sure transfer case is going to hit it. My link needs to be pretty much right where it's at. So I'm going to cut that thing out of there, grind the frame up, and then I'll proceed to build the top links. And then we'll build one at a time on the bottom. We'll cut them to length and everything, and then we'll go ahead and chop those things off. I believe that's the plan. Got him. It's out. Man, I got you a job. It's your favorite one.
What?
Grinding. It's a good one.
Not really.
I know, it sucks, but it has to be good. Grab a flapper disc. I got most of it off, so it won't take a ton. Handle.
Good job, Lance.
That's good, man. Now this will merely just set right there. Like so. Pretty straightforward actually, and easy. I like this magnet more and more every time I use it. Stiff enough it pulls the heim down to the thing and you can't put a bolt in it. Pretty crazy. Okie dokes. Cover all my bases here. I used to cuss this welder a lot, but I like it now. Two foot. That's what we gotta cut. That pipe. So cut the ends of it off, and we'll cut two 2-foot pieces.
2-footer?
Mm-hmm. All right, land got all trimmed up. We got the tube adapters in. We'll weld those together and that becomes my new top link, which is significantly bigger than what's in here and longer. So,
And tougher.
all of the above. It's gonna be way better. One down. We'll let them cool off and screw them together. All right, that one goes. Here to do this.
Yeah.
Hold that right there somewhere. It ain't going nowhere now.
That one's welded in.
They're both welded in. They're both in there. Now I just got to take the other ones out and start building them.
What are you doing, Lan?
Big
Taking this
hairy
tire
magnet.
off.
taking the tire off.
So we can get the bolts out that someone put in backwards.
Right here. What's your plan? Cut it off?
Probably. What I'd do, I'd death wheel that thing right off there.
Got it?
Got it.
One top link. We got a way cooler one right here. You get it?
He's out, huh? Pull that thing out of there. Good job. She's a done. All right, we got to take and cut all these old mounts off that we don't need. Grind the frame up, cut the stuff off the rear end we don't need, and then we can start building our long link. And then we got to get it this side done, jump to the other side, do the exact same thing. So we got some cutting and grinding. All right, we're just tacking everything together so we can start welding the bottom links in. Then we'll get the bottom links welded together once we know the length. Should be pretty easy. Let that cool down and we'll try the next part. In case you're wondering,
Just a little red.
yeah, it's got some heat to it. That's what we were after. I'll go to the bottom of the frame. I need one of these here clamping utensils. Clamp it, and then this will go to the rear end. Something like that. We'll weld that in like that. Then we just got to know how much tube in between it. Pretty straightforward. So the first one's easy because you're just building it. The second one, to try to make it exactly like the first one you just put on, that gets a little bit harder on all the angles and stuff. First one, you just kind of eyeball it and think, I like that. That's gonna be okay. There's no reason that that won't work as is, like that. I like it. All right, on to the other side, I guess. So, basically we got it, man. It's been a long day of a lot of cutting and grinding and welding, but the links are in this thing. They look pretty dang good. I'm pretty happy with them. I still got to cut this out and get it moved up to here, but that's probably going to happen another day. Got a little finish welding. I got to get the shocks welded on the back, and then I think this is done and we'll show it to you. I think we've only got like 5 inches of up travel, which is going to be about 4.5 inches of up travel. We're perfect. It's not going to hit anything. Nope. We'll build the bumps to catch it. And way longer than they need it to be, but hey, a little's good. A lot's better. That's a couple of days of a lot of work actually that got done on this thing. But it's getting way closer. Rear suspension's done. A few more parts to show up and we can bust the front end all out. And then we can get serious and get a fuel tank, transfer case, drive lines, brake lines. We'll be driving it before we know it. So thanks for watching. Tom's been on the phone for 3 solid days. Well, the computer, and then it referred to the phone.
Yeah, finally we got somebody that really knew what they were doing and they hooked us up.
Yep. Turns out, like all my stuff, the computer in my truck was the problem. The thing's never been back to the dealer in its whole life, and it had never been updated. So they created a file for it and told us, do not update this file ever. No matter what it tells you, keep it like that. But the tune's loaded, the thing's happy. Let's go take it for a ride. Put your seatbelt on.
Let's do it.
Safety first and foremost.
First. You ain't letting me get my seatbelt on.
You were too slow. You could have died, Cooper.
Could have died.
Gotta be quick. Quick on the trigger. It has more power, in case you're wondering.
It does have a lot more power. You can hear it.
Hear it? Feel it?
It's great.
This thing's good.
Yeah, way good.
The alignment's good on it now. It drives good.
No vibration. It's quiet in here.
The rear end still needs some love. It's going to Chad's.
Yeah, but if it wasn't for that, it'd be silent.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think that's a success.
I just want to come out and say thank you, Tom.
Oh,
for
Tom.
making this all happen.
Yeah, Tom was a warrior on this one, man.
He was grinding.
This one was terrible. It was seriously 3 full days on the phone with tech support trying to get this handled. But it's handled. She's good to go.